Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of Keeping It Digital. This is your weekly show where we cover some of the interesting things going on in technology. I'm your host, Adrian, but to my friends, including you guys, I go by Ace the Catman, and with me I got Vivek.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Alright, so this week we're shooting Memorial Day weekend. The biggest news is Facebook released a camera application. Vivek, you want to get things started with your thoughts?
Yeah, sure. As I'm sure all have heard, Facebook has launched another app. This is technically their third main consumer-facing app. This is focusing on the camera functionality, a very big part of what Facebook's all about, photos. But this is slightly a competitor to Instagram, who they
Which they
recently bought,
own. Yeah.
which they recently bought, yeah, for $1 billion. So it's a little confusing what this is all about.
I did not try this app out purposefully, and I will never use this app because I'm not a fan of. If I want a Facebook experience, I will open the Facebook application. If I wanted a truncated Facebook experience, I wouldn't. Well, why would I want something like that? It's just like it's almost as if Twitter released an app where it just shows you the pictures your friend shared. To me, this is half the experience. So when I saw this, I was like, "Oh, interesting! It looks cool, great UI." I'm not even going to take the 1 minute it takes to download this application.
Yeah, I mean, unlike you, Adrian, I love to just try out these things. It'll probably end up becoming an app that sits somewhere on my
So
iPhone.
you plan to use this?
I don't think I'll use it. I doubt I'll end up using it, but because being in social media and technology space, I have to try to use these things just to test them out. You're totally right. UI is awesome.
Hmm.
In regards to an Instagram comparison, it's a very simplified version. In some ways, I actually found it a bit easier and nicer to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not doesn't have the functionality, all the utility that Instagram provides.
Yeah, a friend of ours called me a Luddite on Twitter, and I think that's 100% correct. Because for me, it's not that I'm a Luddite, just that sometimes these people use technology to do some really funky things, and this is one of those situations. I get the ideology of it. Hey, people use photos on Facebook all the time. I hear it's the number one use case for Facebook. Like, the majority of their page views and clicks is on photos, so why don't we come up with its own product just for photos? Great, cool. I would never use it. I'm sorry. When I'm on Facebook.
There's a couple things I would like to, just get your feedback on. Is so you don't like the
Mm-mm.
truncated
No.
business model that Facebook's doing.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Not a fan. Not
not, and you think they're
bearish.
doing any particular reason you think they're doing it to just to try to get more space on smartphones, or why do you feel like they're maybe approaching it that way?
I think The Verge had a really nice write up on this, and they had mentioned that this is something that's been in the works for possibly months, if not a whole year. And Mark Zuckerberg kept really close to the vest the fact that he was planning on buying Instagram. Like, the team that actually, supposedly, this is all rumor and conjecture, no one knows this to be fact. But what they're saying is that the team that actually worked on this particular product had no clue that Zuckerberg was planning on buying Instagram. And the reason why this thing was actually built or put out was kind of like done with the thought that this would be a competitor to Instagram. They didn't know that they would actually be, competing against, a sister company now at this point. Sorry, I'm in the suburbs of Jersey. There's a lot of airplanes and helicopters and whatnot. So yeah, I think this is one of those situations. It's really weird. Another interesting thing I saw on Twitter was somebody said that here's a new business strategy to get your product team in order. Buy a competitor. So I thought that was
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Your buddy at Box.
Yeah. That CEO is really funny. But yeah, again, I'm not a fan of this particular this particular strategy. I don't think it's gonna work. Well, actually, let me take that back. I think it's gonna
Do,
work with
do,
some.
do you think do you think then the acquisition was completely defensive, and also an acqui-hire, or what's your feel on that then?
Yeah, I think it was definitely a defensive. I don't think it was accurate. I don't think the 12 people on Instagram are worth $1 billion. I think it's the 30. What was it? 30 million users or 40 million users of the product. Um, why Zuckerberg decided to purchase that. Would I have done that? I'm not sure, but I've never had a company that had a billion people using it, so it's very difficult to sit back here and say. But you said you're going to give it a try over the weekend, right? And take
Yeah,
snaps and pictures and
it's
whatnot.
Memorial Day weekend. My cousin's getting married. I'm actually going to try both this new Facebook app and also compare it against my experience with Instagram. And I'll get back to you, maybe add a little write up to this video with my feedback. But excited to use it. Definitely, like I said, it's a much simplified version, pretty easy to use and grab your own photos or add photos. And clearly, you can get feedback from your friends via Facebook. So
Definitely make sure to bring a charger with you. All those pictures you're going to be taking and uploading and stuff like that, you may get sucked into the matrix. Matter of fact, all those posting and social media stuff.
yeah.
Again, I like technology that's actually useful and practical, like the real Facebook. Big fan of the Facebook. Um, but
But
yeah,
their mobile app is definitely. I think it's just something that needs to be improved on. Hopefully, I think that's why maybe truncating these different experiences is something that they've thought about.
so in conclusion, I'm giving this a thumbs down. Not bullish about this particular experience. And Vivek, your thoughts?
I'm going to have to actually agree with you on this one. I'm going to give it a thumbs down as well.
Oh wow, wow, that's unexpected. Our
I
first.
just
Go
I
ahead.
think it's an easy experience to use, but I mean they have Instagram, and Instagram I think is really the dominant force in this space. So I'm not sure where this is really leading.
All right. Well, folks, you can catch us again next week. I would drop a domain name to find us at, but I can't think of. Well, you can find us at bueller.tumblr.com, buellr.com. I am at Adrian Grant, at Vivek M.
And
George.
yeah,
Send us any feedback, or you can send Vivek feedback. Don't send me any feedback because I probably won't look at it or care. Um, I'm kidding. Not really. All right, so thanks so much for listening for 5 minutes. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.
have a great Memorial Day weekend, everyone.
All right.
Thanks.
Later.